Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am sorry it's been a whole week since I've uploaded, and to all my new subscribers, if you've come over from Lisa's channel, totally welcome. So great to have you here. So today's video, we are making candles. Now this is something I have never done before, that's why I've called it beginners. Did it mess up? Yes. Did it go straight forward and smooth? No, never does. But yeah, I'm gonna take one for the team and I am going to show you exactly what I did wrong and how you can definitely not make that same mistake that I made. But yeah, so if you like the look of these candles, I do decorate them as well, but that's really not the main part. The main part is the making. So if you like the look of these, carry on watching and I will show you exactly how I made them. Also forgot to film an intro for this video. So everything you need, I usually film at the beginning and I completely forgot. So you will need an empty jar, nice and clean, fresh, pristine. I actually used these wicks that I bought from Amazon. I bought a pack of 100. I will link it in the description box below. Decorative, you can do whatever you fancy, but if you do fancy a bit of this, I got these from Poundland. They are wicker roll edging. I did say Wilko on the video, but they are Poundland. They were £1. So if you do fancy a bit of the old woodwork, then that's where you can get them from. But yeah, you'll need your jars, your wicks, and your wax. For the wax, I actually only used tea lights because it is a beginner's video and I'm not really ready to invest in the whole candle making kit. Also, Kaz, if you're watching, you won my giveaway. Go check out my community page, babe, because I've got information on there for you. And yeah, apart from the fingernails, which have not been done yet because I haven't been out of the house, apologies in advance because they look bad. But yeah, okay, let's crack on. So the first thing I'm going to do is get this baby cleaned out. Now this was given to me by a friend and I never used it. She used it. She knows what I'm like. I'm a scavenger. So I'm just going to boil the kettle, pour the water in and get all of the wax out and then give it a really good scrub. I have, I will leave a link to a video above where I show you how to remove candle wax. It's the easiest method. But yeah, so I'm just going to boil the kettle and get that done. Okay, so I have cleaned out the jar and it is looking absolutely wow. So the next thing I want to do is put the wicks in. So the candle came with 3 wicks, so I just feel like I need to put 3 back in because I feel like if I just put one in the middle, the jar is too big for that to burn all the way around. That's my guess anyway. So what I want to do is create some sort of triangular unit so that when I put the wicks in, I can see. I'll explain in a second. I feel like I'm not really saying that very well. But I'm just going to glue 3 lollipop sticks together. And then when I put the wicks in, I'll be able to see exactly where they cross over. I am holding the wick with some silicone tongs. And I'm just going to put a dab of hot glue on the metal part of the wick. And that is going to just keep it in place at the bottom of the jar while the wax dries. So I'm going to place it just inside the triangular base that I've created, and that way I'm going to get the wicks kind of like evenly distributed in a triangle around that jar. Okay, so there are the 3 wicks. I feel like maybe this one's a little bit close to the edge, just a little bit out. But, you know, hopefully it will work and the candle will burn evenly throughout. So now, once I've done that, I'm going to put the triangular unit back on top. And this is just going to hold them in place while I pour the wax in. And that is what it looks like with the sellotape taped those wicks in place. So that's it done for the jar. All I need to do now is burn and, well, melt the wax. So as the thumbnail says, this is a beginner's candle because I have never made one before. So thanks to, yeah, the video that inspired me was from Terrarium and Crafts, and she actually uses these. So all I'm going to do is put a whole ton of these in. I'm going to take the wicks out and take the metal out and just pop the wax in. So if you are getting into candle making, obviously you can get the proper kits and the paraffin or whatever you need. I really don't know. But yeah, so this is what we're using. So I'm just going to go ahead and take loads of these out, push out the wick and place them inside. To add to this as well, I'm also going to throw in 1.5 Yankee Candle wax melts, just because I am hoping they're going to add that little bit of rose pink that I want, but also these smell amazing. And then on top of that, I will be adding the oil. Okay, and that is all the wax in there. I've no idea if that's going to be enough, but it feels like it looks enough. If that so anyway, you just want to heat that on a really low heat until it is completely liquid, ready to pour. So I will flick the switch and let's go. Right, we're just down to the last little crumb there. So I have got this, oh, focus, sweet strawberry and red fruit oil from WILKO. And it is fragrance oil. It was next to the candles, next to the burners. So I'm guessing it's gonna do the job. So I'm gonna put a few drops in. I have no idea how much to put in, but what's that, about 25? I really don't know. So I'm just gonna go for it. And then, yeah, I guess it's all about learning, because I have no idea once this is in and set how it's going to smell. But yeah, we shall see. So now that that is completely liquidized, pure molten wax, do be safe here, people. I am going to transfer it into an old plastic jug that I am not emotionally attached to. And that's going to enable me to pour it into my jar easily. So, let's go. You can kind of see the rose tint on it, and you can see that it's kind of setting already. So, wish me luck. See if I can get the camera angle on this. Excuse the cooker, it's kind of got like a load of candle crumbs all over. And I don't even know if this is going to be enough wax for this candle, so I might have to burn some more. Well, what do you know? Next step for me really is to leave this to set, and we'll come back, and I'm excited. Oh my goodness, guys, check this out. This is about an hour later. I just came in to see how it's getting on. Look at this colour. It's so pretty. Well, for my first candle attempt ever, I have to say, it is looking absolutely lush. However, don't know why it has sunk in the middle. So whoever makes candles, tell me what's happened, what's gone wrong. It has sunk in the middle like a souffle, and the same thing, even worse, has happened to the tiny little one. But I am gonna go ahead with this anyway, because I feel like once I start burning it, it's all going to level out. So I'm just gonna carry on, you know, carrying on. So the next step for me is to decorate the jar. I am going to be using some of my gold Rust-Oleum metallic spray. I'm also going to be using some of these absolutely gorgeous paper, well, some of these papers, oh, look, oh, that's the one, look at that, absolutely stunning. So yeah, we're gonna kind of like gold it up, pinky it up, and yeah, make it look really pretty. So the first thing I'm gonna do is just to cut these wicks. So I'm just going to go in with my scissors under here like so, take this off, and you can get a real picture of how badly it has sunk under. So I don't know if it's to do with drying or it hasn't dried properly, but it has got a massive dip in the middle. So yeah, but that is, well, I'm probably gonna cut this one a little bit lower. That is the wicks cut. So then what I'm gonna do is tape off the bottom and give it a nice spray of gold. Right, so I have just masking taped off the bottom so that I'm going to have a nice gold ring at the bottom of it. And I'm thinking now I might top this up because I just don't know what's wrong with it. But we'll see, we'll see. Whatever I do, I will let you know. Now I've got the gold painted on, I am going to stick this absolutely gorgeous rose print paper all around the edge. So I'm just going to PVA the paper. Now I've taken this advice from Lisa. Lisa always says PVA the paper first. So I'm trusting you, Lisa. I'm actually gonna give it a really good coat of PVA and then stick it to the jar. That is the jar decorated with the paper and the gold. I absolutely love it. So the last thing to do would just be to add some decorative twine. So you will need your hot glue gun, and I will go ahead and do that. I did forget my hot fingers, so I'm going to put those on now just for safety. And that is the first candle decorated. I do think it's so pretty. I think it could have done with some wooden hearts on it or something, but we shall see how it burns. Now the second candle, I am simply going to add some wooden sticks all around the edge because it's a nice flat edge again. So I have got this. I bought it from WILKO. It is willow roll edging for your garden. So basically what I've done, I've just yanked the sticks out. They are all wired together, all the way around wired, but I don't want that. So I'm literally just yanking them out and sticking them all around. I've cut loads to size, and I'm going to use the hot glue to go all the way around, sticking them on individually. And here are the finished decorated candles. Oh, I love them. I love this one. So a while back I went a bit crazy for copper spray, and now I feel like I'm gonna go a bit crazy for sticks. Like I could just cover everything in sticks now. But I absolutely love them. I think they look beautiful. I didn't show you all of the decorative process because this was more about making the candles. So let me tell you what I have learned. So a whole, afternoon of research, aka 2 seconds on Google, basically told me that I poured the wax in too hot. So at the beginning of the video, you would have seen me melt the wax and pour it straight into the jars. Should have waited. So it turns out as wax cools, it expands, which kind of makes sense, but it means sometimes the middle is so hot, it sinks. And it's very, very common in candle making. So learn this from me. If you've made it to the end, congratulations. Learn this from me if you are going to start doing this, if you're going to try and make your own candles, which is really easy, by the way. Wait until the wax has cooled down before you pour it into your molds. Now, you don't want it to start going white. You don't want it to cool down that much, but you do want it to cool down enough so that the sink hole, they are quite common, the candle sink hole in the middle does not occur. That is what Google is telling me, so that is what I can pass on to you guys. So I'm so happy this was my first ever attempt, and I've already learned what not to do, and I'm hoping that if you've made it this far, you've also learned what not to do. So yeah, I'm excited now that I am going to be able to fix that problem and move forward and make some more candles. So thank you so much for watching, and if you've stayed to the end, well done, bravo, big round of applause to you. I know how hard it is to stay to the end of a video, but thank you so much. If you like this, then give me a big fat thumbs up. and subscribe if you like my other content. Do go out and check out my other content. What's happened is I've had a ton of subscribers from just one video, but I guess it's just one random video, and I guess they're not watching any more of my stuff. So do check out my content before you subscribe, so that you really want to be here, because I'd really appreciate that. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.